So I met this friend, let's call him Mark. We served together in the military and quickly became close. I knew Mark struggled with self-esteem and had his own inner demons, just like I did. One night, I met him at a seaside park, a place he often visited alone. It might sound strange, but this was his spot to channel his raw emotions. That night, he opened up about a heavy guilt he had been carrying. When he was 16, he faced relentless bullying and felt completely alone. During this time, he was also grappling with his sexual orientation, feeling confused and lost. Coming from an Asian family in a region where homosexuality isn't accepted, I knew it must have been tough for him. In a moment of vulnerability, he confided in his sister, Lydia. He shared his worries, and in a desperate attempt to understand his feelings, he asked her to kiss him. Initially, she was taken aback and refused, but eventually she agreed. According to Mark, that kiss led to more intimate encounters, and before long, he found himself sleeping with her. Afterwards, guilt consumed him. He felt he had betrayed his family and committed a grave sin. When he sought my advice, I wish I could have responded differently. I told him, "Bro, that's really messed up, but you should try to find a way to forgive yourself and be happy." He didn't reply, and soon after, we parted ways in the military. Over the next year, we occasionally grabbed drinks together. One day, he seemed happier than I'd ever seen him. He told me he had fallen in love with Lydia, his sister. Before I could process this, he reminded me of my earlier advice to let go of guilt and find happiness. Honestly, this was mind-blowing. Instead of being disgusted, I wanted to understand how their relationship had changed. Mark explained that after their initial encounter, Lydia began to blackmail him. She threatened to tell their family that he had forced himself on her if he didn't comply with her demands. So he became her personal sex toy, trapped in a twisted cycle of manipulation. Somewhere along the way, I think he developed a form of Stockholm syndrome and genuinely fell in love with her. Now they were sneaking around behind everyone's back. He shared explicit details of their encounters and even showed me graphic images. I blanked out, feeling a deep sense of guilt. If I hadn't said those words to him, maybe he wouldn't have gone down this dark path. I still talk to him occasionally, but I often wonder if distancing myself would help. I've met Lydia before, and she seemed nice, but Mark's stories painted a different picture. He told me about her history of abusive relationships, often leaving her with bruises. It made me think she craved control, and unfortunately, her brother became the target. After all these years of keeping this secret, it's really messed with my head. I know some of you might think this is some kind of fantasy or fiction. Trust me, I wish it were. It's not normal to sleep with your sibling. It's absolutely abnormal. I often question why I had to be the one to hear this. Some might say there was nothing I could have done to prevent it, but I still feel a sense of blame. I'm sharing this confession in hopes that letting it out will help me release some of this burden. Just to clarify, Mark and Lydia don't have any step-siblings. Their family is traditional and strict, creating a suffocating atmosphere. Lydia often sought ways to escape, which is why Mark didn't see her much.